Right, Seattle, and then Apricot Hill for this segment of Polyphony Digital Cup. Also, it seems that my table is sticky for no good reason. I have not drunk anything sugary on it, nothing spilt on it, so... As usual, starting in second gear, so I don't, you know, kill it. Being punted by the Supra. Also, that was way too late. Hey, can't see chat on screen. Well, chat's on there, I'll tell you that now. It's way too small in my opinion. I'll adjust it after... I'll adjust it soon. After this segment, actually. I've had to sort of change it because Restream's old app broke. Also, can I just say to Elgato software development team, the purple is easier to see. I'll change it. I'll change it while I pit. There you are. Remember HRT. Anyway, I was about to say, to anyone working in Elgato's software development team, fix your bloody software. I don't like it when my software breaks because of Windows updates. I don't like it when the hardware breaks because of Windows updates. Sort it out. My God. You're a leader in computer technology and you can't even do software right. That was terrible. Big drift. So I stayed up to watch a GTA 5 speedrun 5 hours into the game. Crashed. Ha! Oh no! That's terrible, man. That's disheartening. Also, did you watch the Grand Prix on Sunday? Actually, didn't I already talk about the Grand Prix on Sunday? Whoa, big oversteer. That's the wall. Also, I still have remnants of a cold because my nose still likes to sniff. The guy, but a glitch. This was 6 hours in. Oh no. Come on, turn in, you little bastard. Yeah, oversteer, 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 oversteer. Come on, go.
-5 stars.
Thank you very much for the follow, Jalen96. Welcome to the house that Torrent built. Go ahead if you like to go for the Discord. We've got memes served fresh. The understeer. Also, I can definitely feel the power disadvantage now because the oil needs to be changed. Whoa, my God. but I claim the basement, as per bloody usual. My tyres are warm now, so I should be able to do some corners much better. I am the basement bunch. Oh God. My nose. Fucking botchamania. I always watch that, Daniel. Come on! I am the table. As you see, I am the Shockmaster. Break! My God! Oh, that didn't go well. Come on, you comedian purple monster. He's actually the Shockmaster. Dude, I was already Shockmaster before the Shockmaster was born. Before the Shockmaster became an official meme, I was the meme. I was constantly crashing into stuff and creating massive bloopers. That's understeer. Horrible amounts of understeer. Remember Echo Park? Oh yeah. God damn it! This car really doesn't like to steer with traction control on. Oh, well, at least I could belt it down the straights. Remember Minty. Minty. I'm 45 seconds ahead of the NSX. Also, I've never heard a V12 sound like that before. I know, I watched it. Okay, good steering. Excellent. Just go! Remember arrows. Arrows. Whoa! Yeah, it was a terrible, terrible engine. It was a terrible engine, Daniel. XKR coming into pit. Car, please don't lift off. See if I can overlap them. Well, that ain't going to happen now because they've just set off. Ow. the Evo. Please don't commit Mercedes Le Mans. Ooh, we're in third person now. Exactly, Maxim. But for a limited time only. Because this car is gigantic and I can't see the front end of it. Also, hello, Maxim. How are you? Master Jag. You found ice cream. Ice cream. Remember ECW, which version? The good one or the god-awful one? Yes, I remember that ECW. Where they used copyrighted music, but they found a loophole to actually use it. But now you can't listen to any of it because WWE, well, they pretty much taped over the old music. I don't want to be reminded of that, Daniel. Front tyres are starting to slightly turn sour. That was better. That was not very good. I would actually argue that was the worst I've taken that chicane ever. Oh, yes, it is. And it's probably the best time for a guy called Orange Cassidy, which I keep seeing all over Facebook's, like, no, not Facebook's, like, All Elite's Facebook page. There's someone saying, sign Orange Cassidy. Apparently, he is very, very good. And they keep showing up the same picture of him. Is that him doing a Hurricanrana while doing the thumbs up? NSX pitting in. Who else? So it's the Supra? Yes. Orange Cassidy absolutely destroyed Tommy Dreamer's legs in the Battle Royal. What Battle Royal? Double or nothing. Ah! Oh, yeah! No, I don't remember much of the Battle Royal because the Battle Royal was kind of boring. But I didn't know Orange Cassidy was actually in the Battle Royal. I'll go into first person again because I cannot see the front end of the car. Ow. Whoa. There are many indie promotions out there at the moment. Yeah, they're actually utilizing the power of the internet. And social media, yes. I am doing very well, Alex. Thank you very much. And how are you? Of course it is. Alright, so this race is probably going to take me at least half an hour. But that's if I don't headbutt the walls every time. Wrong, you fool. Wrong. It's not Albon. You're feeling very good. That's nice to hear. A powerful Gasly seat. Pretty much. I think Gasly's done. I think at this point Silverstone is going to be his last chance. And if he doesn't make it, oh God. If he doesn't get a good position, like at least 6th and ahead of the McLarens, he's done. He's finished. Probably should start wrestling training soon. But what about karting? Also, big PC upgrade coming on the 9th, I believe. Or the 10th. I cannot figure out when yet. But it will be streamed live. And so far, he hasn't really done that. He did that in a Toro Rosso. And he's slowly becoming one of the worst racers ever. But you're being overtaken by the McLaren. You know, one of Red Bull's rivals at this point. You aren't doing very well. But engine oofs, yeah. I mean, mechanical problems, fair enough. But if you can't finish in a good position, then what business do you have in their team? Send him back. Send him back to Toro Rosso. He should have been just sent back to Toro Rosso because... Well, think about it. Toro Rosso... He did better in a Toro Rosso. You'll need to get in good shape first. That takes time, I'm afraid. Come on, you git. Oh my word. Come on, you beast of burden. Yes, we are. Also, thank you very much for the host, Viper. I don't know why it hasn't showed up yet. There's 6 viewers. To those who have joined from Viper's stream, or BPG as you might know him, I am Torrent. I do many racing game videos and streams because I like racing. I occasionally do sim racing here and there as well. I think the next big sim racing event I'm going to be doing is the Endurance League at Spa. On July 20th at 9 in the morning. Right, at least now the car doesn't want to kill me. It still wants to kill me. Ow. I'll be in work when you're doing that. Damn, it sucks. AVX. TVR power. He was talking about Maldonado. He's old news. Also, I am pitting on this lap. Front tyres are starting to lose all of their grip. And I will fix the chat. I know it's too small. He won due to a fluke. He won because everyone else crashed. TVR crashed 12 times. I've crashed 1,000 times already. 1,001. I also want to get this race, well, these races over and done with. And counting. It's out the way, Supra. You made 1,200 crashes. Well, 1,202 now. That's better. Yeah, 2012 Alonso is very good. Pitting, pitting, pitting. I've destroyed the pit wall. Well, I've destroyed the pit boxes. Excellent. Little Williams, exactly. Oh, for God's sake. Fortunately, I can't adjust right now because the window for the chat is not brilliant, and I cannot see a thing now because the chat's in the way of the apexes. At least back then when most cars had a decent chance. Yeah, but now funding is at a minimum. Right, move the chat so I can actually see corners. Out the way, Tudoroo. I was about to practice for the ETCC, but got distracted and ended up playing Borderlands 2 for the whole day. Borderlands 2 is a good game. You had a perfectly good excuse. Whoa. May have to redo. What did you make of the Austrian? Oh, probably the best race of the year so far. Like, without a doubt. Verstappen's comeback and the McLarens, both McLarens and both Alphas actually finishing in the one Alpha finishing in the top 10. Probably the most exciting race of the year, without a doubt. I mean, I don't know what Verstappen was on about. They both finished in the top 10. Good. I don't know what Verstappen was on about when he was saying, "I'm losing power." Maybe that was code word for "give me more power." Oh, artifacting. Never nice to see. Whoa. Or VTech hadn't kicked in yet. Yeah, we just had to activate the VTech. I think the replay corrupted for everyone. God damn. And Ludo killed CR. My God. Oh, hello. Are you in the pits, mate? Yes. Overtakes Bottas. And then overtakes Leclerc. In a fashion which I like to call... What happened there? Did Max understeer or didn't Leclerc give him enough room? But I'd also like to say, it's a bit funny. I didn't give Max that penalty, although he didn't really deserve it anyway. But when it came to Vettel, and going around Gilles Villeneuve, where there was no chance of him saving the car, and they gave him the penalty, I find it a bit funny that. He had heavy damage and he could only do 50. 50. Sir. Right, front tyres are a bit warm now, but the rear tyres still need warming up, which means the car is squirming all over the place. See, I'll try to lap it and you can guess what happens. Death. 3 laps to go. He didn't deserve the penalty. There was nothing he could have done. So why penalize him? I get it. It was... Okay, I get it. He overtook while he was on the grass. Fine. But there was nothing he could have done to save the car. If he carried on, he may have smashed straight into Hamilton. I mean, kudos to Hamilton for putting him on the putting him straight on the top podium. Because I think even he understood what was happening. But I think the FIA stewards are... It feels like they're quite biased. Because... Imagine if a Mercedes did that. If either Hamilton or Bottas did it. Yeah, it's what I don't get. They're quite... I think they're a bit biased. If Hamilton overtook Vettel, then the penalty wouldn't have happened. But because Vettel finished first due to inconvenience, they penalised him. And I find that they're very biased towards Mercedes. I mean, not to say that Ferrari isn't much better at trying to save their drivers. Leclerc has been given the worst pit strategies ever. It's like he's being given the strategist of a guy who thinks they know motor racing. He didn't get penalised for his move because I think it was kind of Leclerc's fault for not giving him enough room. On turn. Overtaking the Jag. Whoa. That happened. No Viper, I am playing this on official hardware because I have an Elgato HD60 Pro, which I got for Christmas. I just wish Elgato's software development team wasn't garbage, because the software conveniently doesn't work when Windows updates are required. Your PS2 is committing self-oof. Well, maintain it every once in a while and it wouldn't commit self-oof. I mean, I dust mine inside and out every, what, 6 months? Clean the lens. With an adapter. A HDMI adapter. Admittedly, mine's a bit crap because it creates artifacts every now and then. Means while playing it on the television, it sort of drops the signal. Which is why I kind of plan on getting a second monitor. Problem is, I don't know when. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get a second monitor, or I might get like a big ultra wide. Really doesn't like my copy of NASCAR 06. Is it scratched? Anyway, that's a win. And it's probably the laser. I have that problem too. I have one monitor. I use an AV HDMI adapter to capture the signal. Do you get artifacting? Does it drop out sometimes? Oh, goody goody. Right, let's just give me that 50k. Might have to. I'm gonna have to do some kind of trickery. Anyway, next race. Oh boy, we got to do Apricot Hill. Go! Posted a good video on the server. Nice. Remember when NASCAR was popular? Oh yes, and now it's not. Also, I'm going to be sorting out the chat after this race, because I'll have to like relaunch everything. My God, the understeer. The season's been great. Good to know. But that's a surprise. Oh, artifacting. Apparently someone last race got their first win. God. There's a way to go. There's a way to start a career. Also, why does it say teens there? I've just noticed that. Please, television, behave yourself. Hopefully this race is short and sweet. Please just go. Apart from the Pocono races, the series has been great. Good evening to you, Romain. How are you? Got this car. Yep, I'm doing alright. Ended work, went to the gym immediately, and was full of energy. The race has got uploaded to YouTube. That's what NASCAR normally does, though, anyway. The oversteer. You can watch the races for free, practically. I mean, they know they've got low viewership, so surprise, surprise. Only 1 second ahead of the NSX. Vehicle must turn. You were about to go to sleep. And then... apparently 90s NASCAR was great. Well, I don't know about 90s NASCAR because I never heard of NASCAR until something like 2003. Had to chug tea. You were talking to a girl. Tell me more, sir. I said the best drivers. Yeah, but then they started... then they started to be boring. Like, the same drivers kept winning. With great personalities. Surprise, surprise, the 90s were great. What else is new? Ooh. Yes, they do. Then my grandfather said, go to bed, and I ended up here. Well then. Apparently, Granddad knows best. Obviously, you had Dale Earnhardt, and you had Jeff Gordon. Wow, I actually did a corner correct for the first time ever. It's because he was a ruthless git. He didn't care whose life he was putting in danger, just so long as he won. Also, understeer ahoy, and it found its grip. Rigorous guards. Apparently the rules are all wrong. And I wanted to see the old guys still get a win. Because of course they did. Oh, hello. Hello, Evo. May I overtake? Thank you. I know I had to bump you out the way, but faster car coming through. Coming up to the Jag. I was having a good and cozy chat with her. Lovely. Next you'll be next to her with a fire, drinking some, I don't know, some kind of wine, chatting about finances. Kappa. Don't do that. It makes you sound. Honest to God, it makes me sound like the most boring git on the planet. But I like fireplaces. I have a fireplace. Problem is, I barely use it because the last time I used it, I nearly set fire to my carpet. Bear in mind, I'm 25. And when you hear of someone who is 25 and has a fireplace, what do you think first? Is he really 25 or is he 75? Death in Vegas is so good, tell me about it. I need to stop receiving Tam McCullough's Twitch stream notifications. I really have to now. Because he streams at the most random of points. He streams at something around the region of 5 times a day. I'm confused. And yeah, Death in Vegas is so good. Yes, I remember that. Oh god, the artifacting. Lots of artifacting happening. Remember comfort and sound? I remember. Big oversteer. Remember high. We all know you want to get high, Daniel. Evo 7 GSR is starting to pit. Meanwhile, here I am in a car that needs an oil change. So I can get high with my friends. Oh god, the oversteer. And the understeer. Ha, Minardi. We need to pit fairly soon. These tyres are starting to become rather knackered. At least the fronts are. The rear ones are fine. Oh, you bought 3 Vice City in San Andreas. Good choice. Enjoy. Those 3 games were a big part of my childhood, I'll tell you that. I got Vice City when I was 11. And that was at the peak of video games called violence. Well, I'm not a violent person. I haven't drove a car, ran someone over for no reason, or anything like that. It was €8. Nice. I think I got it when it was something around the region of 10 quid. So you got yourself a damn good deal. 3 absolute all-time classics. It's off the grass. Ooh, Evo. Buy Evo. That was a mistake putting the power on too early. Also, I cut the corner horribly. We got pit on lap 12. I had a blast. Did you like Samuel Jackson as Tenpenny? That was almost a second faster than anyone else. Nice. Officer Tenpenny. One of my childhood favorite villains. Of course, putting that into Facebook will tell people that it's a typically white response. We need more representation of video games. Yes, make video games boring. Make video games soulless. Also, I'm coming up to a very blue Subaru. That's just understeered. You picked the wrong house, fool! Nice. Maximum speed! Like we're going to be finishing this race in about, I don't know, maybe the next 10, 15 minutes. Oh, God. Oh, my dog! And then he turns into a crackhead. You want a beer? You want a beer, Holmes? Oh, I wish I bought a cider tonight. I don't have a cider. My father's Strongbow isn't the tastiest thing in the world. Samuel Jackson's a legend at everything he does. He practically is. Oh, my front right is starting to die. I'll have 2 number 9s. All he has to do was follow a damn train. What train? What you talking about, fool? There we are. Fitting time. Right, let's begin again. Next 8 laps. Should take another 10 minutes or so. He's the real life OG Loke. But he never went to prison. yet. He hasn't done anything wrong. The only thing he's ever done wrong in his life is buy a Subaru off a dodgy lad who claims that it was well looked after, and then the wheel bearing was shot. No, the clutch was shot, not the wheel bearing. The movie was hilarious. I must see that film. Emil isn't that dodgy. He is dodgy. Oh, he doesn't own a Dodge. Damn you and your memes. Oh, NSX, get out of the way! Thank you. I tried as hard as I could, Daniel. I'll tell you a film not to watch, Romain, and that is a movie called Two-Headed Shark Attack, which is awful in every single way. Oh, my dad loves Pulp Fiction. It was one of the films he took my mother to. My mother hated it. My father loved it. Same with F1, really. My mother hated it, but my father loved it. That Indian guy. His name's very long. I cannot say what his name... I can't say his name because it's way too long. It requires an accent. But I do remember he did not last very long. And subsequently, then he didn't last very long either. Jags pitting in. Tiago and Ontario. Tiago was... he was good. He just didn't know some track. He didn't like some tracks, and sometimes he refused to drive, didn't he? He only retired from one race. Didn't he also refuse to drive sometimes? At least he had a podium. Also, these tyres are nice and toasty now, which means grip ahoy! The only Portuguese driver to ever have a podium. And subsequently, no other Portuguese driver ever will, because... well, when was the last time we saw one? Even to this day, yes. But... we haven't seen a Portuguese driver in many years, and we probably never will, because not much investment goes to Portugal anymore. Portugal's never really had a safe track for the FIA. God, Satil. It has now a Algarve. Yeah, but that's not coming in yet, isn't it? Algarve Motorsports Park isn't built, isn't it? Isn't like say it's a little small. Well, if you think about it, Red Bull Arena, or Red Bull Ring, for F1 cars to go around, it takes about 1 minute and 5 seconds. You'll also need a long straight, so if Algarve Motorsports Park is approved by the FIA, then maybe it'd be used. Otherwise, it's just simply relegated to GTs. Remember, Brr. Honda. I think now that Honda have got a race-winning car, it may give them more confidence to actually enter F1 again. Remember Terrell. Talking about Super Aguri. It will receive MotoGP in 2020. Okay, MotoGP, fair enough, but I can't see F1's ever racing there. If it's too small for any place to overtake, for any car to overtake at all, then it's got no business being an F1 track. I know Zandvoort's coming to F1 next year, and so is Vietnam. They wouldn't do Minardi. Well, like I said, thanks to that win, it may give Honda some confidence to come back into F1 because they finally have got a championship, like a race-winning engine. Along with Toyota, Daniel, let's not forget about that. Yeah, it's Super Sato. God, Sato. Good driver, but a bit slow sometimes, a bit too cautious. Whoa, big drift. Also, Evo setting 7 now pitting. Yes, but again, at the same time, Sato was a little bit too cautious sometimes. Also, understeer. Spygate, yeah, which cost McLaren all of their points. And gave them the biggest fine in FIA history. Oh, yes. Well, I think McLaren will be expelled from F1. Again, I think McLaren will be expelled from F1 if that happens. Race done. Alright, that's that. Imagine Mercedes self-destructing loses both championships. Oh, God. That would be harsh. Anyway, time for a thumbnail. Let's capture one. Give me a thumbnail. That's not good enough. That's not good enough either. Neither is that. That is, however. And with that, it's time to take a small break.